Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Yunnan. Yunnan is a game published by Argentum Verlag. I probably said that wrong, I apologize. Designed by Aaron Haig. Plays 3 to 5 players. It says 2 to 5. 3 to 5 players in 90 minutes, which is probably true, depending on the player count. And effectively what you're doing in this game is you are tea traders. And what that entails is you are going to be getting bridges, setting up tea houses, tea trading posts, and building a route around the tree road to sell tea to earn money and points. The game takes place in 2 phases. There's a first phase, which is like a bidding to get some stuff, new people, move up some tracks, have ability to move farther, all that kind of thing. And then there's the second phase, which moves you around the track to earn your money. The goal of the game is to have the most points at the end of the game, and the game will end when someone hits 80, and then we'll see who has the most points. And that's that. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go out on the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Yunnan. That right there. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. All set up for 3 players. To set up, you're going to put the game board out in the middle. You're going to put the appropriate number of presents on the spaces here. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. None in Yunnan or Pu'er. Then you're going to put the province inspector on his little space here to hang out. You're going to put one of your markers on each of these tracks and on the turn order. Then each player will get 3 of their meeples. A marker here because we're playing the pro game or advanced game where we can go into negative points. And in first player will get 9, second player will get 9, third player will get 12 bucks. And then you're going to have 4 additional people off to the supply, off to the side in the supply. You're going to have 2 tea houses, 2 trading posts, and 2 bridges that we can get from the auction houses here. And then you're going to put your victory point marker on this, which is the square marker, on 0, and your income marker can just be off the board because we don't need that right now. All right, so this is an auction game for one half, and then a network route building game for the second half. And we're going to follow the flow of the game around this little board here, and we'll play through at least 1 round so we can see how the game works. All right, so now the first thing that happens is, in player order, we're going to be using our people to either bid to get additional workers, move up on the I forget the tracks. Let's look at the name of the tracks because I know you all care. Let's see, that is the customs office. So we have the trading school, the customs office, horse trader, dragon house, construction yard, and bank. All right, so you're going to use your people to either go to one of these 5 places or the bank to get money. Or you can put your people down here in Pu'er to be preparing for the next round of the game, which is moving to earn money, set up shops, all that kind of thing to score points. All right. So the way this game works is, if you go to one of these 5 or 7 locations here, you can be outbid. So if I go to 7 and then someone goes to 9, they bump me out. But if someone goes to 9 and then I go to 12, these are the bigger buildings. We both get to stay there and do the action because we're paying a lot of money for it. And if you're going to go to the bank, we'll explain that how it goes, but you only go to one side, and then anybody that you have in any of these other houses get booted out to Pu'er. You get some money, and your turn is effectively over for the bidding part. All right. So also in the pro game, normally in the regular game, you're not allowed to bid more money than you have. In this one, you can bid more money than you have, but as the game goes on, you're going to lose points based on every dollar that you can't spend. So at the beginning, it's 8. So after 7 rounds, it's just 2 points for every dollar that you can't spend. So while you may really want to do something, you're going to lose a lot of points. That's why we have the negative marker here. All right, so let's go. So purple's first. Turn orders here. I just spread it out. It should be like this, but I'm just spreading it out because it looks better. So purple's first. They're going to take one of their people, and they're either going to go to the bank, any of these locations, or Pu'er. And I think what I want to do first is I'm going to start moving up my horse, and I'm going to go to 9. All right. Then red, they're next, right there. They want to they're going to go here, and they're going to pay 5 to try to build a building. Then it's green. Green is just going to start in Pu'er. Okay. Back to purple. I don't want to go anywhere else. I only have $9. I don't want to overbid because I don't want to lose a bunch of points right now. So I'll just go to Pu'er. Then red has $4 left. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to use the bank. So they're going to go to the bank, and I'll show you how that works. Now, when you go to the bank, all your people, I don't want to go to the bank right now. So let's go, I'm going to go right here. And it's a lot, but I'm going to use the bank later, so that's fine. Then green is going to, they have 12 bucks. I think they want to use their horse as well. Back to purple. Purple's going here. Red is now going to go to the bank. So they're going to go to the bank. Now, the way the bank works is immediately all of their people are going to be removed to Pu'er. All right. Then you're going to add up the money of all the other bids that are out here. So they have 12 plus 9 is 21. You're going to look at 21, which is right here. You see there's a 9 and a 6. They went to the one that gives you, that pays you out on the top. So they're going to get $9 for going there. But now their round is effectively done. So when it comes back to them, oh, wrong people. So when it comes back to them, they're going to have to pass. So then it's going to go to green. Green is going to go to Pu'er. Purple is going to pass. Red will pass. Green will pass. Once everybody passes, then we're ready to go pay out the houses. Okay? So now we're going to go down here. Both of these players get to do this because they're in the big building. Purple has to pay 9, so they pay all their money. And this is going to let them move their horse one space along the road. So they're going to move from Yunnan up to Sichuan. I probably said that incorrectly. I apologize. I'm going to pronounce a lot of them incorrectly. And then they'll take this person back. They don't get to use it in the next round. And then green is going to pay 12, which is all their money. And they're also going to be moving their horse up to the same province. You're following the road here. Okay, see the road? Then we're done with that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these markers and we're going to put them over on this side. And in reverse turn order, we're going to be doing our actions to move around the board. All right, now there's a couple things that go on here. One, we're trying to get our people into the territories to score money and points. So you see every person we have in Yunnan is worth $6. Every person that's in Pu'er at the end of this round or this phase gets $3. All right. So we are trying to make sure that we are getting as much money as we can and being able to turn those into points. And now another rule is our people in this round can only move over borders according to where they are on this track here. So we can all move over 2 borders. So that would be 1, 2, for example, or one person can move 2, 2 people can move 1. You have 2 points of border movement, and you can only go as far as your horses. So purple and green have the ability to get all the way over to here. Red can only go to there. All right. There's some more rules. They're not going to apply right now, but I'll try to get to it. So first thing I want to do is green is going to start moving. And I think what they want to do, they're going to use their 2 movements, and they're just going to go straight out to here. Because their horse is there, they can go out to there. And they're done. Then we're going to do red. Red is just going to move their 2 to here, because that's the only place that they can go, because that's where their horse is. And they have 2 border crossings, so they took 2 people over 1 border, 2 borders. And then purple is going to do the same thing as green, and they're going to come up here. All right, so now that we've done that, we're going to go to the province inspector. Now what he does is he goes to the place that has the highest value of workers and trading posts. So if you look here, this has 6 per person, so that's 12. This has 9 per person, that's 18. This has 3, that's 6. So he's going to go here. All right. Now, what's going to happen is he's going to boot out the person that has the highest influence, which is the dragon head. Normally, if you can get all the way up to 4 influence, you're safe here, and he won't mess with you. But until that happens, if you have a high favor, people get jealous, they try to bump you out. If there's a tie, it goes in player order, and green is now going to get bumped out because they're both at no influence. So green will get bumped all the way back to Pu'er. All right. Then what you're going to do, anybody who's left in a province that has presence, so in this case, this guy goes back, he's done. So in this case, purple is still left in a province. They take a present, and that's worth 3 points at the end of the game. All right. Now we're going to do income. So we're going to look at all of our people that we have left on the board and any trading houses that we would have built, but we didn't build any of those. And then we're going to count up the money. So let's start with green. So green will get $6. That's where this circle disc comes in. You're going to take it and you're going to put it under the amount so you know that's your money. Red will get $6.12. And purple will get 9 plus 3, 12. All right, so now you have an option. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust turn order. So whoever has the least amount of money stays there, and then it will go same order. Bottom is considered richer, poorer, so we'll do that. So then we do that. Then we're going to be able to trade money, our income here, for points. The only way you're getting points during the game is this way. And the game end trigger happens when somebody gets to 80 points. So as the game goes, we're trying to race to get to 80, but then we're going to score points for money and, you know, how far we move up on tracks, getting tea houses down and all that kind of thing. But we're trying to spend money, balance our money with points. So red, they have a lot of money. So I think what they're going to do is they're just going to take two. They're going to take $2. And then they're going to take 10 points. So red's taking 10 points. They're screaming out here. All right. Then this comes off because they're done. Then green is going to take all money, $6, because they don't have any money. And then purple is going to take $6 as well, but they will also get 6 points. All right, and that's that. So we did that. Now we adjust the turn order. So purple is now first, then red, then green, and we do it all again, and we're on round 2. All right, so now let's play through another round just so we can see what's going on here. So anybody that's in Pu'er comes back, so we get these people to work with, and that's that. All right, so now starting with purple, they get to go out here and try to take advantage of these buildings. And I think what they want to do is they're going to go here to get 5. They're going to try to build something, because I want to show you that. Then red, they have a pile of cash. So I think what they want to do is they're going to move their horse. They'll go for 9 to move their horse so they can't be bumped out. Green has 6. Terrible. They're just going to do this. They're going to go to this one for 5. Then we're back to purple. Purple's pretty happy with what we got going on here, so they'll go to Pu'er. Red is actually going to pass. They could pull somebody back from that if they want to, but they're going to pass. Now green will go to Pu'er. Purple's going to pass. Green, could go to the bank. That would only be 14. That's not great. They'll go to Pu'er, and then they pass. All right, so done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pay. So green spends $5, so they get $1 back, or yuan, I think, is the money. And they're going to move up on this track. Now they're able to cross 3 borders with all their people, which is nice. Red is going to pay 9, and this will let them move their horse up into the Sichuan area with all the rest of the horses. This comes down back here, and then purple will spend 5, which gives them $1, and they are going to take a tea house. Take a tea house. Oh, and also, last time, I cheated a little bit. You have to have a continuous network back to Pu'er. So, purple would have earned $3 less, so they're actually going to get 3 points instead. Because for every area that you're not continuously connected to, you have to spend $3. So they didn't have anybody here, so they had to spend $3 to earn that money. All right? I forgot to do that, but I'll try to do it correctly this time. Now they did that, done. Now we're ready to move on to the next phase. So we are going to go over here. So green, red, and purple are first. All right. So green has 2 movements, 3 border movements. So they'll go 1, 2, and 3. Now they have a connected route, which is nice. Then red has 2 border movements. They'll keep 1 in Yunnan, and then they'll put 1 up there. All right. And then purple needs to get into Yunnan, so they will do that. Done. All right. Now here comes the inspector. He's going to go there because it's 27. Based in turn order, green gets booted out. He comes back. Then anybody left gets presents. It goes in turn order. If there was not enough, it would go in turn order or prestige or influence, but it doesn't matter. There's enough for everybody. So red gets one, purple gets another one. And then we will do money, income. So we'll start with green. So green gets 3, 6, that's 9. Red gets 6. Oh, wait, purple was also going to build this one. I forgot about that. So purple's going to build that one. And I'll explain why that's important later. So we're doing red gets 6 plus 9, that's 15. And then purple gets 9, 6, 15. All right, so I think red is going to, how much money do they have? They have 11. They're going to just take $5. That'll bring them down to 10, which gives them 10 points. So they get $5, 5 yuan. I'm going to call them dollars, I'm sorry. Purple is going to take $10, which will give them 5 points. They have a connected route. Everybody has a connected route this time, so we're all good. So they're going to take $5. And then green has 9. They're going to just take it all in money. So 9. All right, so now, well, let's not move that yet. So now we're going to swap based on whoever made the most, which was, I forgot, I always do that. So 9, 15 for purple, 15 for blue. So green is first, the order stays the same. We paid for our points, now we're going to come down here. Anybody in Pu'er comes back, and we can start round 3. All right, so now that's all I'm going to show you, but I wanted to show you a couple other things. The tea house here is going to give you 12 points at the end of the game, and you are going to be immune from this guy if he comes over into your region. Purple is safe, cannot get booted out. All right, doesn't give you any income or anything to do the game, but it protects your workers in a region, so that player is good. The trading houses, only one tea house can be in every region, but multiples of these can be in all the regions. These are going to provide additional income, you see right there. So the farther out on the map these get, the more income they're going to provide you, but it's hard to get out there because you got to get your horse and all that stuff. Bridges are going to be shortcuts. So you can see there's some areas here where a bridge is broken. So for example, if I had my horse here, say green had their horse here, so they moved it one more space, but they only had 2 border crossings, they could go 1, 2 to this space because their horse is there, but they're using the bridge to get there instead of having to go all the way around the road. So bridges give you shortcuts. Each player can build on the bridge, but you can't use a bridge unless your color is there. So only green can use this bridge unless somebody else builds there. All right, and that's that. The farther you get, the more money you get, all that kind of thing. But again, you can never go farther than where your horse is. And, you know, you don't move your horse, you're not going to be getting very far. Probably not going to get a lot of points. And once you get all the way up here, you get 16 points at the end of the game. And then this basically makes you immune to this guy. It's like having one of these in every region. So the Emperor is happy with you. Good. And you get all the way up here on this track, you're going to be getting 32 points because that's some in-game points. So you're going to get, at the end of the game, you're getting points for these tracks, your tea houses, which are 12 points each. Every 3 yuan is a point, and all your presents. And whoever has the most points, once somebody hits 80, you add up the rest of the points. Whoever has the most points is the winner. And that is how you play Yunnan. Let's go up the top, see what you think about it. All right, well, that was Yunnan. So I'm not going to show the components. All the components that exist were in the video, except for the 2 other player colors, and the money was off camera, but you saw some of that. It's mostly just wooden bits and the board. That's it. So just fine components. They're not like amazing, but you know, it's nice wood. Coins are fine. Board is effective. But this game is a ton of fun. I've only played it 2 times. I've had it forever, and I've only played it 2 times. And both times it's been at 3 players. So everything you've seen, everything that I've experienced is at 3 players. And I can really see this game shining at higher player counts because the bidding is going to be tighter. The moving around, the board is going to be tighter. The little province inspector guy is going to be moving around more because there's more people going different places. So at higher player counts, I think it's better, but I'm only going to talk about 3. So this is a Euro game through and through. It's got auctioning. It's got, you know, economy of, you know, you're using the bank to get some coins. You're balancing coins and points. It's kind of a race too. You're trying to be the first player to get to 80 points. And then you're doing some route building by moving around the map to try to set up shops to keep a connected network going so you can make the T from the farthest back to Pu'er to earn a bunch of points. That's it. The game has a pretty hefty rule book. And some of the stuff is not as clear as I would like. Like the connections, I've seen people say that if you're not connected, like if you're skipping over a city when you're bringing your tea back, you can't score any points. I've also, in the rule book, it says you just lose 3 points. So I'm not sure, or $3 yuan. So I'm not sure, I think I should go with the rule book, but whatever. Either way, ambiguities like that, there's a few of those in here. So be prepared if you're going to play the game. And also, the advanced game has the round marker where you can actually bid more money than you have. I don't necessarily love that, but that's how it says you're supposed to play if you want to play advanced. I just like playing the regular where you can't bid more than you have, because in real life, you're not going to be bidding more money than you have. So if I have $12, I have to manage that $12 and be a lot more effective with what I'm bidding. Less money, so it's going to make setting up routes and selling stuff a lot more effective, in my opinion. But that's just me. I played it once regular, once with the advanced, and I like the irregular way better. So yeah, it's a great game. It's one I wish I had played more, but the theme is most people aren't going to be into it. It takes a bunch of people, and we don't normally have 5 players sitting around who want to play, a game about trading tea. So yeah, I'm not going to ever get rid of it because I love it, but it's just not one that I'm probably not going to get to play a ton either. But that's okay. At least I can admire it on my shelf and play a 3-handed solo if I want to. So I'm going to give this a BGM acceptance seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches. On an arbitrary wrench scale, that means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Yunnan from Argentum Verlag. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics. And as always, keep going.